Hi everyone, today I'll be doing yet another unboxing video. This time it'll be for this month's Loot Gaming. There's the box there. It seems to be that we get a different shape box every month, so we've got a rectangular one this time. And I'll just open the box up. Just open. Ooh. There we go. Just show you the content. That's what it looks like when it's open. Okay. Right, so the first thing we'll get out, we've got an Overwatch item, and that's a Tracer figure. Now last year's Loot Game, and it was around the middle of the year last year, they gave away a exclusive colour variant of Tracer, the black and green clothing coloured one. That was a pop figure. This time it's a Blizzard branded one, so it's not a Funko Pop, and it's from Gear, Blizzard Gear. So I'm assuming it's just one of their exclusive figures, because it's not any other company that's manufactured it. Yeah, designed and distributed by Blizzard Entertainment. So yeah, it's an exclusive Blizzard figure, and electric purple colouring on there. It's quite small. It looks like it's about 2.5, 3 inches with the top of her hair. So it is quite a small figure. But still, it's a worthy addition. It's Overwatch, and it's exclusive direct from the creators of the game. So yeah, that's a good item there. Next one, get the t-shirt out the way, and that's navy blue, and it's Tron. So there's a Tron t-shirt there. Not actually a big fan of Tron. I wouldn't really consider it as a gaming franchise. It started out as a film. Even the original, I was about 6 years old when the original came out, and I had no interest in it at all, apart from maybe a passing interest in the aesthetics of the film, because at the time it was astounding, groundbreaking film. But yeah, apart from the visual aspect of Tron, never really been interested in it. It was a film that was far too cerebral for kids, so that was just totally over their heads when that came out. And I think, even as a kid, I remember seeing it since, in the years since it's been out, and it just struck me as really boring, a boring film apart from the visuals. So, and as a gaming thing, I mean, there was I remember the arcade sit-down cabinets in the early 80s for Tron, and they brought out a non-related film version called Tron 2.0, which was actually good. And then, of course, the film tie-in with the recently released Tron movie. I wouldn't really consider it a gaming franchise, Tron, though. It's just more like something that tied in with gaming culture. Obviously Disney in the early 80s saw that gaming was becoming popular with kids in arcades, and in the late 70s, early 80s they capitalised on that by making a film. But that's all I see Tron as, really, just cashing in on gamers. So there you go. Still a nice retro themed t-shirt, but there you go. The next item we've got is Mass Effect Andromeda LED lamp. It's similar really to what was given away in a previous month's Loot Anime, which was a Robotech themed lamp. I'll just take it out. It's basically like it's a clear or opaque, well not opaque, quite see-through piece of like PVC plastic, something like that. Obviously you take off the protective coverings on that, because otherwise it would be too opaque, too indistinct. Try and get it off this side. It's coming off. Doesn't appear to be coming off this side. I can get that off later, it's taking too much time. But yeah, you get the gist of what it is there. It's a Pathfinder from Mass Effect Andromeda. And what that is, that gets placed into a black base with a USB cable attached, like that. Very, very similar to what was given away, as I said before, in Loot Anime. And practically identical, save for the cutting of the plastic top there, and the base is identical apart from the branding of Mass Effect. But yeah, it just plugs into the base there. See if I've got the connector there. That's it. I'll just plug it into my PS4, which is handily right at my side here, and then connect it to this base here. Oh, back to this side. Yeah, you just basically turn it on, it comes up blue. Oh, looks like blue's the only colour there. With the other one, the Robotech one, I'll just give you this. It's over here. Here's the Robotech one from Loot Anime. Now this one actually changes colours. Now, unless I'm doing it wrong with the other one, this one changes colours from red to blue to green, and then if you double tap it, it cycles through all the colours. So that is actually better. It also is a nice clean design as well. The other one is a bit muddied, a bit basic, whereas this one has got actually more shape into it. You can see my fingers running through there. It's got more of a detail to it. So yeah, they've actually copied off the Robotech themed item from Loot Anime, and you know, I don't know whether they've done it for standard Loot Crate as well, but if they've done it for Loot Anime and Loot Game, and you can expect to see one of these LED lights for standard Loot Crate as well, or even Loot Crate DX, you never know. So it looks like they're actually manufacturing these themselves, because they're identical. They just put the branding on of the whatever company it's referring to that particular month. Moving on, we've got this month's pin. It's Future Tech. It's got like a little ray gun on there. That ties into like some 1950s sci-fi. Nicely done pin. They're always quite nice, these pins for Loot Crate. Solid metal, quite nice. If you're into collecting pins, you know, there you go, but it's just really a filler item, isn't it? Next item we've got is the reboot of Prey, and it's a very large mouse mat. Just get that out. And I think we've been going a bit overboard with mouse mats, these subscription box companies, the past couple of months. I think there's all 3 or 4 up to now in the past couple of months alone. But yeah, there's the Prey themed mouse mat, and this time it's got like a woven edge, so it's not going to fray. Off a little bit there, you can always cut that off. The only issue I have with Prey is, to me, it's not really Prey. The original was by Human Head Studios and had a Native American called Tommy in it, and he was like iconic for the game. He was such a strong character. It was all about, you know, spirit walking and that sort of thing, going through portals, and that this one has just totally rebooted it, totally different characters. Looks to me that there's hardly anything to do with the original Prey at all, and I take issue with the way Bethesda just dropped Human Head Studios about 2 years into development of Prey 2 and said it wasn't good enough, even though they are a good studio. They could have actually said to them, worked with them and said, you know, iron out any discrepancies, bugs, or, you know, quality issues, because, you know, Human Head Studios are a really good developer, and now they've decided to use whatever development studios in-house or whatever to, I think it's no, it's actually, I think, the ones who did Dishonored. So yeah, just the Arcane, is it? Arcane Studios. They are a good developer, yeah, but you know, it's not their IP. It's they should have really called it a different name, to be honest. It's not Prey. Not Prey if it's not by the original developers, and it's not, you know, anything related to the first game. The first game is fantastic, so they shouldn't really have. Whatever, it's all business, isn't it? So can't really complain about that. Well, unless you're the developers. This month's poster, we've got Future Tech. Here's all the items. Ooh. The epic drop was a Mass Effect Andromeda Logitech drop. 3 lucky winners got the items there, which was a mechanical keyboard, wireless gaming mouse, 7.1 gaming headset, and a large cloth gaming mouse pad. It estimates to $500. Some pricey peripherals there. There's all the items that I've unboxed as well. And on the other side, looks like Tron. Tron themed on the other side, on the light cycle, I'm assuming. It's not bad. Not bad poster there. And the inside of the box is done like a arcade machine. The graphics similar to Asteroids, with all the asteroids floating around there. It's a nice retro themed arcade cabinet style box there. And that's Loot Gaming for this month. If you wish to comment, please do below the video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time with another video. Thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye.